We just thought that Fairmont Falcons were out of it. They came back. A champion comeback there.
Absolutely. And now we have, just to get the viewers a little familiar with what happened in the toss, we had Such Indians winning the toss, and the captain at the toss mentioned that he would like to put up a big score here and put the pressure, just like what Fairmount did in the last game. Even by 60, you saw how much pressure there was. So I think there was no doubt that either of the teams who would have won the toss would have batted first and get that pressure in this important quarterfinal sit.
Absolutely. I think the 12th man over.
आपके दिमाग में गोवा, लोनावला या फिर अलीबाग जैसे ऑप्शंस होंगे।
जी हाँ,
लेकिन जब थाने के पास जमीन की ओनरशिप के साथ सरप्राइजिंग बजट में अपना विला मिल जाए, तो कोई और ऑप्शन क्यों चुनना?
The White Villas, designed by Suzanne Khan and developed by St. Angelo's VNCT Ventures, with 11
Bowling. Is my bad. Sorry, Such Indians is batting first. Mohsin and Loki will be opening the batting.
Well, this game is, I mean, these two bats who are opening the innings are familiar players who play around the circuit in all the other grounds. Good players, know how to pick the gaps, run fast, so they have just the best starting batting lineup for Such Indians. That's, I don't know how they bat later down. You've played with them, I guess. They are again in the opposite group, so I'm not really familiar with. But I know Mohsin and Loki are good batsmen.
By St. Angelo's VNCT Ventures. Call 986-786-1111.
You know, my husband is the best husband in the world. I love him. Last month उन्होंने The White Villas near थाने में हमारे लिए एक विला खरीदा। मतलब अब जब भी मेरा मन चाहे तब हॉलिडे मनाने जा सकते हैं। पास ही में हिल स्टेशन इगतपुरी, मानस मंदिर और शाहपुर गुरुद्वारा भी है। और क्या व्यू है वहाँ से। The White Villas में ओपन स्पेस भी है, मतलब इवनिंग में बॉनफायर पार्टी।
The White Villas near Manas Mandir, Shahpur. Designed by Suzanne Khan and developed by St. Angelo's VNCT Ventures. Call 986-786-1111.
You know, my husband is the best husband in the world. I love him. Last month उन्होंने The White Villas near थाने में हमारे लिए एक विला खरीदा। मतलब अब जब भी मेरा मन चाहे तब हॉलिडे मनाने जा सकते हैं। पास ही में
That's right.
Ooh, that went straight between the two players. I think both of them were looking at each other, who's going to get it, and in turn it passed and a comfortable single.
I thought Amit could have saved that, the bowler. That should have been stopped.
Steady start Sid for Such Indians. They're looking to play, keep it simple, get the singles, look for the twos.
But that's always been their approach. Mohsin and Loki. Mohsin will tap it around, get his eye in, and then go for it.
Again, a very good delivery. He's really bowling a good line here. If you see, KT is always ahead. He's not really looking to be behind. He's looking to save that single, not looking to have a... There you go again. Tap and run.
Good ball, but Mohsin made that look even better. He tapped it and took a very, very good single there.
5 balls, 5 singles. With the field up, I think they should look to get twos during the cover. And there you go. Easy two, easy two.
Well, I think they heard Nikhil. They heard him all the way there from the corner.
I think that is what they have to look to do when they are seeing that Saib is having a field which is up and not behind. With these batsmen who play so regularly and who are such good batsmen, I think that will be their intent, and I think that's what they are doing right now.
And I'll add to that, they're extremely good runners between wickets.
Absolutely, they are fit. You can see them on the wicket. They are looking focused. It's a good start. I believe it's a perfect start, not taking a lot of pressure. And now you see the field going back in the cover, but KT still stands up.
Full toss ball, single.
Well, we have Binner here supporting Such Indians. He was a part of Tony Gorillas. Unfortunately, just like our team, knocked out of the tournament. Nicely played. That should be easy too. Oh yes, that's a 2. A fantastic start, Sid.
1.2, 8 runs, no wickets. Sorry, let's make that 10.
You can see Mohsin at the non-striker end. Agile. What a delivery! Looking to get for the 2 once again. Playing across the line. A very important wicket goes down.
Big wicket. Loki back in the hut. He stayed back. Was he confused there? Was he in 2 minds, Nikhil?
I think he had just got a couple of runs in the last over when he swept the ball. He was looking to play the same shot, but the ball unfortunately was a bit too full. He yorked himself. Ball went through and the stumps were rattled.
So they say commentators curse. That just happened. Nikhil was saying they were playing well, but then the all-important wicket of Loki.
You have to give it to that ball as well. It was nicely flighted, good variation in pace. There you have Sajid again, a very good batsman, again who can really strike the ball when required, again who can take the 2s as well. So not a bad one down for such. There you see again, perfectly in the gap, just not had the pace.
Full toss ball. Could that be put for 2 in case of that single?
Absolutely, I think that's. But it was his first delivery. He was looking to get his eye in, so can't take anything away from the batsman.
So Mohsin on strike, 1.4, 11 runs.
Oh, that's a no ball. I think he'll look to run 2 here. I think that should be 2 for sure. It's a no ball. And there's a free hit.
You can hear that. Huge support here for such Indians on the sidelines.
Excellent.
There was a no ball and he went after that.
Again, a criminal no ball, which you can't afford to give in this format. And it's to Mohsin. Let's see what he can do. Down the track. Couldn't convert it. You've not seen the no balls getting converted tonight.
That's been happening from the last league, the end games. The trend is continuing here.
I think they added pressure to hit the net.
We'll talk
Last
about
ball.
that. The last delivery could have been 2. Full toss ball.
Again, it was a close call, but 8 runs per over, good start.
And lost the wicket of Loki.
16 of 2. I think this over there could have been a few more runs that could have been scored.
And on top of that, when I say Nikhil and me here in the calm corner with Akibhai, all of us still discussing the previous game, what just happened. The bowling side, both the sides bowled really well, fielded really well. The batsmen, you can go ahead and say that the batting lineup of Falcons let them down, and so did Ricky Tigers. A lot of expected from the batsmen, but just not happening.
Also to remind you, Saib is coming into this game with a very, very big win. They had a do-or-die game and they came through that, so their confidence is also high coming into this game.
That man screaming from the boundary, Katie, stepped up when they needed him most.
You see, after 2 overs, the field has gone back. So now they are willing to give the singles, Saib Rangers. So that's good strategy.
Can such Indians make most of it? Oh!
Is that the pressure?
That's a nice looking shot, confident shot.
Well, I think Sid, they have all understood that in these pressure games, the target of 65 is also very good. That's a no ball and that's bang. Finally, you see a 6 coming out of the no ball. There you see KT coming in and giving some instructions to his bowler.
Well, nobody can tell you better than KT. KT himself in his mind will be saying that was a good shot. But not on the ground. He's disappointed.
Well, let's not forget it's a free hit, Sid. If this comes in again, wow.
So we are looking at 13 runs of 2 balls.
Hope for Sahib this ball becomes a normal delivery.
And such Indians don't mind a big one. And they have the perfect man at the crease who can do it. Mohsin.
Taking his time. That's a dead ball. That's a dead ball. That's a dead ball. It's a dead ball.
Well.
That was a fantastic shot, but it's called dead. And it was 1 bounce. Well, once again, we have. Let's see.
Well, everything is happening here.
The
Even
free-
we are under pressure.
The free hit stays. There you go, double V. Ooh, a run out opportunity. A run out opportunity. That was close. I think he would have made it. I think it was touch and go. I think he was in.
Let's see.
All right, back to normal cricket. No more free hits. Ooh.
But the extras are continuing. This is not what they require. It's a big stage. It's the big game. The quarterfinal.
You see KT being right ahead. He's not being behind. So that is something which goes on the other side. 1 run. Looks for the reverse sweep.
Was that really required? All you need to do is tap the ball and take the single. It's not required to go for those shots.
Yes, especially when the field is back. It's not really required to go for those shots. You're right, Sid.
Absolutely, and that was a display. What Mohsin showed, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Tap it around, take a single.
A fantastic start, Sid. Nicely played.
Well, that's better from Sajid.
With Mohsin and the extras they are getting from Sahib, they don't need to take the risks. And that just shows you when you bowl these no balls and wides, it becomes so easy for the other team to take their time. Still the scoreboard ticks over.
And especially leading to the Dhamal over. Well, everything is happening here. For the bowler backs out first, and now the batsman. Somebody who will not back out is Nikhil and me in the com box here.
Absolutely, Sid. We are spot on here. We have played everything right. There you go. Nicely played. It was a short ball. That could have been a couple, but with the score that they have on the board right now, 10 runs per over with the Dhamal over. If this goes their way, we are looking at 80 minimum. Fantastic start by such Indians. That's what you wanted or expected from Mohsin, Loki and Sajid, the top 3 batsmen of such Indians. And now you see KT coming in for the all-important 4th over.
And talking about the lineup, we also have the 12th man who are playing a big effect in this. It's the sidelines, the support of such Indians.
Absolutely. I think 2 teams, I Love Mumbai, such Indians are heavy on the supporters. At times I see I Love Mumbai supporters even here when the teams are not playing. So they have a massive following, I Love Mumbai and such Indians. And that's great to see.
The love of the game, the love for TPL. No one can be at home. You got to be at St. Andrews. Season 3.
Absolutely, Sid. Absolutely. That's a good start by Karan Tandon. He is looking to get this over as minimum as possible, which is 6 that converts into 12. so that the runs don't go way ahead and they keep a little bit of pressure on such Indians. Here you go, Mohsin.
The reason why Nikhil says 6 runs, because you have Mohsin on the crease who can turn it around. He can hit the ball. He can clear it with ease.
Absolutely, and you still see KT getting the field up, which is fantastic, you know, because right now he's risking a 2 which could be a 4.
Attacking cricket. Sensible cricket from the batting side, but the basics not done from Saib Rangers. The bowler is not happy. No one at the crease backing up.
There you go, 4 of 4, which is 8. In comes the 5th delivery. That's what I was saying. He's taken the field up, which the 2 becomes a 4. Quite evidently, I think this was not the right move. If he had come with the intention to give 6 runs, he should have had his field back. Now he's given that 2 extra, and still the field is up.
You can
Fantastic.
say that
14 run over.
43, 4.0, just lost 45, I beg your pardon.
Wow.
Down.
With 9 wickets in hand, 4 overs, 1 power play. Mohsin looking good, batting from the beginning.
We have Shoaib who's going to follow next. Another good batsman for Team Such Indians.
There we see a small team meeting by Saib, just pepping up their players and asking them that it's not yet over and they can still restrict them below 70. I think they would consider themselves lucky. If they get them below 70, I think Saib would be very happy.
Once again, the statsman is on target.
It doesn't look like they are going to be restricted under 70, but if they do that, it'll be just perfect for Saib coming into bat. And anything above 75, 80 here in a quarter-final, you need that spectacular performance from one player of their team. It could be anyone. It could be TT. It could be Danish. It could be Momo. It could be KT. They have 5-6 batsmen who can turn it around.
I like Danish. He rotate the strike well.
You see Sajid getting a little free now. He's now looking to get those shots in the gaps for the 2s.
Unorthodox fielding, but they'll take that.
That's crucial.
Wicket! Out! Caught on the boundary. Should he have stayed back and waited?
Well, I just thought that he was not looking to clear the boundary and he was not looking to play it on the ground. So what was he looking over there to do? I think it was just a well hit. He was just trying to play it, but it just...
Well, you can say that was a practice catch for Momo. He doesn't drop many.
But you have to catch them, Sid. You have to catch them. And in these matches, you drop one, you almost lose the game, especially of Mohsin. So credit to Momo.
With that, Nikhil has just taken me back. Close call, close call.
Good over by Danish. It's a very good comeback over. Like I said, Sid, if they get them under 70, this game will be wide alive. And that's what it's looking like right here with this over.
48, 4.4, 2 wickets down. Danish to...
What a over by Danish. What a all important crucial over. Fantastic.
Well, I hope if he can hear us, Sajid, he can just tap it around instead of going for those cheeky shots. Or should I say those... Well, I don't have words at the moment. Dead ball.
A last minute dead ball called by the leg umpire. Well, I think Sajid is being a bit too defensive here. They've got the runs, they have the wickets. I don't see a reason why he should play a little more freely. But he's got the single. A very good over by Danish. A very, very crucial over. Saib needed over like this, and they have managed to get that from Danish.
So will Shoaib be going from ball 1? They have 49 5 overs. Only 2 wickets down, so they have wickets in hand.
I have not seen a lot of Shoaib. Sid, how is he as a batsman?
Good batsman. You can count on him. He can change the situation of the game. And he's a big hitter as well, let me add.
Well, that we will wait to see what happens. We have now Anna from Saib Rangers coming into bowl. He also, when we played against them, bowls accurately. For most of what we have seen of him. Let's hope for Saib that this over comes good as well. They are not looking to attack. They are looking to do that in the last 2 overs, I think, Sid.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that. It's been 5.1. They're still nudging the ball around, happy with the single. What can Shoaib do?
Again, you see it's 1D. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate for such Indians.
That was a good looking shot.
I think
should have
that is what Sajid should also look to do, is to get, since you're seeing the field is up, KT is up, you can look to get those 2s, the all important.
Absolutely. Smart batting by Shoaib here. Unfortunate just to get a single on that occasion.
KT very confident. Ball 4 meters on either side of him.
Ooh, that is a rare sight. Karan Tandon missing the ball and the opportunity to run out Shoaib.
I think he's standing there precisely for that reason, to create the opportunity and get those runouts.
You can see that he's disappointed. So you can say life for Shoaib on that occasion.
Still a very healthy score, just about 9.8 runs per over is what they are going at. And there we have Saj again down the track. I told you Anna is a very accurate bowler, and he has just bowled the perfect ball, and in comes Kohli.
And the reason there was a little pep in Nikhil's voice is because this man can play cameos. And when I mean cameos, it's blitzkrieg cameos here.
And I think that's what the captain Roshan has sent him here to do. I think he's going to fire a couple of goalies in the net.
And he goes from the first ball. We've seen that in the previous match, the last game against I Love Mumbai. He delivered with the bat and the ball. Confident Such Indian sideline about the new batsman.
Well, what last 2 overs for Sahib? It's been a major pushback, and like I said, now 70 looks a good score.
Ooh. Can he make it? Wow!
That over by Danish and the run out. They've pulled the game back in these last 2 overs completely.
Great. Look at that pickup. Look at that throw. One bounce on the stump. He was struggling from the moment he left.
Great over, darling.
Goalie should have, the moment the ball dropped, he should have taken off. He lost a couple of seconds there, and that takeoff.
We have Bobby Dale in the crowd. Nitin Aidasani, Bobby Dale in the crowd. Look.
Where can we see Bobby Dale?
So here we have Shoaib on strike. What can he do? Tap and single. So they're waiting.
What a fantastic over. What a fantastic over. 2 back-to-back good overs by.
So from the Danish over, it's been pressure situation.
होटलों कामकाज में भाई बोलो मिस्टर सैफ फ्रॉम GEC इंडिया सैफ
Mr. Saif from GEC India, just captured in the camera. Sid, crucial last 2 overs. Momo, one of the top bowlers of the tournament, comes into bowl.
So 45, they were around about 45 before Danish bowled.
Absolutely.
And then after that, they've been stuck.
Good delivery.
Hit hard at the ground. Single.
I think they're just nudging to that score which we were talking about. Ooh, that was an opportunity.
Sloppy. Sloppy from Momo.
I think Saib will take all the singles which are coming in. Saib will be more than happy to give away the singles every delivery.
Another single, so 55. Another
I think they've just got it in mind right now what Fairmount did to get that 65 and not look to get the 70.
Yes.
And let the pressure dot. That's a wicket.
He was bowled
Round the
with
legs.
his legs. That is the second wicket. It's gone down. We had a top batsman in Wahab, got bowled around the legs, and now a good batsman in Shoaib has fallen to that.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I think this is something which was not expected. The Such Indians, after such a lovely start, have found themselves in a situation where 65 is looking iffy now.
They were 45 when Danish came to bowl.
In 4 overs, that was a tremendous start.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. It can get to the best. So 57, 7 overs gone, 5 wickets down, 6 league deliveries.
Basically, they have scored only 12 runs in the last 3 overs.
There, our stat man is there.
Wow, 12 runs in the last 3 overs. That's unbelievable. What a comeback by and it all started off with Danish's over, followed up by Anna and Momo. Brilliant.
Absolutely, and Danish's over was more about the dot balls, not the wickets.
And absolutely the run out which he got, it is all added up. And I believe that, Sid, this is the power play over, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Singles are fine for Saib. They don't want to give away the additional boundary or the run.
Final over. Single.
Nicely played. Just a single.
John the fielder.
So I forgot, Richie is also there in their batting lineup. I had forgotten his name also. There you go. A little few mind games here.
Ooh, close.
Good backing up. Oh my god.
In the end, it was everything fruitful for such Indians.
Absolutely, they got that too. That's what KT is telling, that 1 run is okay. If it's 1 run, give the 1. Don't look to get the batsman out if they are not running.
So the captain calming things down. Rightly so. That was just a single. They made it. Sahib Rangers made it a 2.
There you go now. Fast ball given by.
So a dead ball. So batsman will go back. It's a dead ball called by the leg umpire.
According to our speedometer, which the umpire's eyes, it was fast. Still 4 balls left. Let's see what Richie can do for Sahib. Nicely played, but straight to the fielder.
So 61.
Well, like I said, anything below 70, Sahib would take it after the 4th over, and that should be 2. That should have been to the keeper's end.
Should there have been two or should there just be one? The fielder was waiting for the ball to come to him instead of him going to the ball. Someone like Katie will not like that.
Fast ball again, fast ball again.
So a dead ball. 63, 7.4.
I think they need one hit here to make themselves feel a bit secured. And that's KD running.
Opportunity. You don't see that man lose or drop many. We just hope he's not injured.
Well, that was... He slammed himself inside the hoarding boards over there.
The advertising hoardings and has...
It was a difficult chance to get there. He got there, and it just popped out. It was because he was so close to that metal fence.
But in Katie's book, he won't call that.
That's out.
That is
65.
65, but that is something that is not required. You got to play in the right spirit. The throwing of the bat is not really what is required. So, end of the innings for such Indians. Great start. Once wicket of Mohsin fell, things really didn't look good after Danish is over. So they were stuck after 45 and nothing really moved for them.
You know, my husband is the best husband in the world. I love him. Last month उन्होंने the White Villas near थाने में हमारे लिए एक विला खरीदा. मतलब अब जब भी मेरा मन चाहे तब हॉलिडे मनाने जा सकते हैं. पास ही में हिल स्टेशन इगतपुरी, मानस मंदिर और शाहपुर गुरुद्वारा भी है. और क्या व्यू है वहाँ से. The White Villas में ओपन स्पेस भी है. मतलब इवनिंग में bonfire party.
The White Villas near Manas Mandir, Shahpur, designed by Suzanne Khan and developed by St. Angelos VNCT Ventures. Call 986-786-1111.
हॉलिडे होम लेने के लिए आपके दिमाग में गोवा, लोनावला या फिर अलीबाग जैसे ऑप्शंस होंगे.
जी हाँ,
लेकिन जब थाने के पास जमीन की ओनरशिप के साथ सरप्राइजिंग बजट में अपना विला मिल जाए तो कोई और ऑप्शन क्यों चुनना.
The White Villas, designed by Suzanne Khan and developed by St. Angelos VNCT Ventures, with 11 feet ground floor height and 18 feet first floor height on National Highway 45 kilometers from Thane. For details, call 9867 861111.
Our batsman at the crease. Once he
And they've ended up around a dozen of runs short.
runs on the board.
Saib must be feeling so confident now because they were looking at a target of not less than 75 after that start, and suddenly they come in with a target of 65, so they will feel more comfortable here, and they're using the same strategy which they used against Samat Lions to send their pinch hitters up the order, looking to get there you see suddenly Sahib's chance.
They try to take the initiative in the beginning over so that they don't have pressure towards the end. The earlier match, if you see against Ricky and Fairmont, there was only 60 on the board, but they didn't make an aggressive start, and you see what happened in the end.
Absolutely, I think that's what Sahib is looking to do here. What they did in the last game, they're doing the same thing over here.
Yeah, first ball coming up. Target is 66.
There you go, the intent is clear.
Absolutely,
The intent is clear.
absolutely. They are looking to go after the bowling right from the beginning.
There you go. One of the first delivery. TT on strike. Nicely played. TT is also a genuine batsman. He can go for the big hits and also can play the normal cricketing shot. So it's a good combination to have
I
as a
think
opener.
more than that, he should try and build a innings. Get the ones and the twos in the beginning, and when he gets a ball, then go for it.
There you can see that this batsman who has come to open is there just to get that one hit to get the team off to a good start. It's quite evident.
They are looking to get the momentum right in the beginning itself.
And which is not a bad strategy because they are not chasing what they were looking to chase. So this is like a perfect thing for them. If there was 80, I think they would have sent KT.
Absolutely. That
and he's got
is
it.
big.
And he's
He's
got
hit it. What a start. What a start for Sahib.
Just what they had told him to do, he's done it. So both the games, the team which you think is going to win is going on the other side. Wow.
Good hit again, but just for a single.
The batsman oozing with confidence after getting that 1-6.
Good start. They are 9 for no loss after 5 deliveries. Very good start for them.
On track.
Absolutely on track.
TT also
Going for it. That's 2 more. So that's 11 to the total. 11 after
wrong
the end
end.
of the first
The
over.
throw was on the wrong end. It would have been to the slower runner, which is the bowling end, and in fact it was thrown on the keeping end, which gave them the 2 runs.
You know, Nikhil, Such Indians has a decent bowling lineup. They have some good bowlers behind. I think they should go right down to the wire, provided they get a couple of wickets soon now. Because 1 over 11, they are into a bit of trouble after they've scored only 20 in the last 4.
I personally feel they should get their best bowlers up front, get these batsmen out and look to get their main batsmen in so that they can feel the pressure. Till the time they have their batsmen in the hut, KT, Richie, they would feel comfortable.
I agree to that, but I think the thing behind the back of their mind is that they have their still, that Sahib still has their big batsmen to come later on. So the dilemma for them must be whether to bowl their good bowlers now or no. Because the good players like Richie, VV, KT, the big hitters, are due to come in later. So a big dilemma, I think, for Such Indians.
Well, if you get your loose bowlers in and if these batsmen get those 2 sixes, then you will have suddenly nothing remaining in your kitty to save.
It's a catch-22 situation, I think, for them. Stuck both sides.
I think they have no option but to get their best bowlers in, look to get wickets, get the pressure on them. Because if easy runs are going to go like this, then there is...
Mohsin bowling their second over. He's a pretty good bowler. An all-round good cricketer as well. That is smacked. Just one.
Just the start that Sahib wanted. Fantastic start. 1-6 which was required. He's done his job. He's not going to stop again now. Again, punch down the ground.
It's a knockout game, a quarter-final. The fielding team is under pressure now. But it can all change quickly once there is a wicket or two, you know.
I think
pressure changes quickly.
I think after the start they got and the situation they're in, you can see their shoulders are dropped.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I think.
And after this bowling start, which has been very ordinary, a lot of short deliveries, you've not seen any of the balls pitched up. A lot of time for batsmen to hit the ball square of the wicket easily, and there's no ball which has been pitched up.
And what I
And
feel
there you
is
see, that's the first ball which was pitched up and it was a likely
That was
defeat.
well bowled by Mohsin. But I feel that 6 as well has dented their confidence a little bit. Because the batting side has got the start what they wanted and not the same for the bowling side.
That's a dead ball. Well, if you just score 20 runs in the last 4 overs, 9 times out of 10 you're
your
going to
confidence
lose.
is going to take a beating for sure.
There you go. We have Mohsin once again coming in. That's out.
That's a wicket. That's
Fantastic
a wicket. That's what they
stumping.
wanted. That's what they wanted.
That was quick stumping. That was not easy.
Very well bowled as well as very well capped. This is what they needed actually, so that they could get back into the game.
There you see such Indians lifted up in the field after that wicket. But I still believe, Nitin, that the start which they have got is just what they wanted.
I still feel Saib is ahead in this game because they've got an excellent start. Even though they've lost a wicket, they are very well up with the run rate and chasing only 66. So that's about 49 more, and plus you need to count the 4th over as well.
I remember in the last game, Gaurav had come in and scored a couple of sixes which helped them to chase down, to get that big target which they eventually got against Ahmad. So he is a good bat as well. Match just slightly in Saib's favour, I think, over here. Not by much.
They are bowling all their good bowlers up front. Loki comes in to bowl the 3rd over.
There you go.
Going for it. That's a catch. Wicket.
Nicely taken.
Wicket.
But like I said, Nitin, these wickets will not really matter to Saib because these batsmen are the 8 and 9 number batsmen which usually come to bat.
I agree to that, Nikhil, but just get the point. They've got the momentum back. They needed this kind of confidence. A couple of wickets have got the momentum back. Confidence of such Indians must have changed definitely.
I absolutely agree with you. That's what I was saying. They need to get their main batsmen in and create more pressure, because if they are still in the hut, they would always feel more confident. And there you see one of their frontline batsmen, Ruchi,
Yes.
coming into bat. So
But
this
they
is
are
what they
still-
needed.
But they're still keeping KT behind. There must be a definite strategy and plan to it.
Well, the
They
only thing,
probably want him to be till the end and finish off things for them.
I feel that they should be most careful about is not losing the wicket in the 4th over. That would be something
That
which
is
happened in the
absolutely
last
crucial,
game.
absolutely, because that run out from Wahab actually changed the game in favor of Fairmont in the last match. They were doing pretty well with Ricky Tigers, but that run out really changed the course of the match. And then Sunny coming in and bowling the maiden over. Ooh.
That was criminal. You can't bowl a wide in this format. It really releases the pressure. But it's a good comeback delivery. There you have one of their frontline batsmen, Richie, on strike. Loki comes in to bowl.
You can see absolutely how the strategy of Saib has changed. They were going for it absolutely. They lost 2 quick wickets and their strategy has completely changed. They are just going in for the singles and probably trying to build up the innings
I think
so
that was
that
the
the batsman later on can come in and capitalize on it.
I think that was the first delivery Richie faced. I think both these batsmen are new now. They will take a couple of deliveries to get set, and I have no doubt that they will eventually go for the hit, because they still have behind in the hut KT, Danish, and also VV.
I just have a feeling they are going to play regular cricket until the 4th over. That's another 9 deliveries from now. They'll probably try and capitalize on that and probably get 3 more runs, 3 singles this over and another 6 singles in the 4th over. And as you can see, they're doing that precisely.
I completely agree with you, because the 4th over they can't afford to lose a wicket. So the idea will be to just get those 6 to 7 runs, convert them into the 2s, which they will have the 4th over advantage.
Yes, absolutely, because even if they are around 35 at the end of say 4 overs, they have their very big hitters like KT, VV, Tanesh coming in later on, who can probably capitalize and win it on later on for them.
Absolutely. You see goalie there fielding deep fine leg.
It's been a good over by Loki. He's conceded only.
I think the match now has come back. This is the most important over. If this over, for some reason such Indians can get a wicket, they would feel that definitely on top. If Saib gets 6 runs, I would say the match again would be evenly poised.
As far as I'm concerned, the match is very evenly poised now. 3 overs, 23 for the loss of 2. Saib might be slightly ahead. This over will definitely make a big difference. Let's see which way does it go, whether it's the way of such Indians or Saib.
In comes Bullet. Goalie to bowl the all.
His team cheering him on.
There you go, the all important over, the most crucial over of this game coming in.
He's getting the field ahead, pretty confident of his bowling. Bowls a flighted delivery. That's a 6. This has
That's
changed
12 runs.
the entire complexion of the game. Saib is way ahead in this match as far as I am concerned. That is an amazing hit by the batsman. It's changed the match completely as far as I'm concerned.
As soon as it left the bat, I thought it was going to be going in the hands of the fielder, but it was a clearly went up, and it's 12 runs. I think this one ball has changed the entire game.
Absolutely. It's come right off the meat of the bat and very good batsman.
Arey man.
Oh, that is missed. That was a run out opportunity. Chance for such Indians to come back in the match, but they've missed it.
Apologies for that. And well, this over they need a -5. Otherwise, I don't see them coming back in this game from here.
Absolutely. But I don't think Saib is going to provide them with that wicket. They won't be taking any chances. They've already got 14 of the over.
I think Kohli is a very good bowler. He just didn't get the first ball.
Yeah, that was a loosener.
Nicely bowled. Ooh, that was
That has
a bit.
cost them another 2 runs. So this over has already gone for 16 in the first 3 balls. This has probably cost them the match.
Oh my God, that should have been a run out again.
That is 2 more.
I think that has been very poor fielding,
Match is
and
as
we
good as over.
have TD with us. TD, ex-Rama, looking now to be in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
We all 3 were in the same team earlier.
A fantastic 4th over going away.
Yeah. It was going our way. That was a nice 6 what he hit and took. He actually took the energy to hit that ball, like, in the 4th over. But it was great.
Absolutely,
So
and there you
Tarun, you all
see
followed basically the same strategy, but you all followed against Samat Lions.
to be aggressive from the beginning.
So last time probably didn't work for you all because Nikhil claimed those 3 wickets in the first over. This time,
Out from the first over. Oh, nice.
A lovely ball, a lovely delivery to end the over. But I think the damage is done, Nitin.
it's similar. 4 overs 45. They had a similar score. They couldn't capitalize on it in the last 4 overs. But now it's easier for Sahib because they are chasing a target, so they know exactly what to do. That was not the case with such Indians.
I think the damage is done, Nitin. Here, I feel this game has slipped out of such Indians' hands.
Absolutely, they look like firm favourites, and honestly speaking, it just looks like a matter of time when will it end.
Especially,
No,
special.
it's a funny game. Couple of wickets, pressure, couple of good overs. Anything is possible. Let's see what happens. They need to make a good comeback.
Especially with KT still in the hut, they would really feel confident.
Absolutely, I mean,
Ooh, that was fast.
I think that's a wide delivery. Yes, wide call by the umpire, so that's 2 more to the total. So they just need 19 now.
Well, if they lose from here, it will be a miracle, I feel.
I mean, such Indians probably cannot win the game from here. Saib can lose it. That is the only possibility. Oh, that looks like a run out. Run out for sure. Missed it. Can you imagine? Everything is going Saib's way. Everything, each and everything. That's an easy run out missed.
There you go. Ooh, that was 50-50.
That's a wicket. They needed that badly.
I forgot they had Momo as well, Nitin. I forgot about Momo.
Even I forgot about him. He's an amazing player. Okay, Momo comes out to bat. They're still holding KT behind.
I don't see a reason why KT should come to bat because it's just a run ball required.
He's one of the best batsmen of TPL. Very confident player. He should have been there.
Angie
Anyways, they have great confidence in Momo as well. He's a good batsman.
Angie, by both games, you think this team is winning and then the other team has won. Like, what a start for such Indians. And now you see them losing, probably sparing couple of overs.
Yeah, that's been the beauty of this game. You don't know till the last ball is bowled. And it's happened throughout the series, every match has been very exciting. And why let this be any different from the rest?
I agree with you, Akbar bhai, but what I'm seeing right now, it's absolutely one-sided, but you never know. Funny game. Anything possible, but Saib look clear favourites right now.
Oh yes, the fourth over, getting that 6, I think was a crucial factor. That changed the entire dynamics of the game.
Major difference. And plus, the intent of Saib Rangers right from the beginning. They got the 6 right in the first over. Their intent was very clear. They are going to play aggressive cricket, and that's what they have been doing.
Look, it always helps, and I think Parag Sanghvi, my team owner, captain, he's got this very simple funda of playing this particular format of the game. He said, we are not going to lose the entire 10 wickets in 8 overs.
Absolutely.
So why not play aggressive cricket?
I agree to that absolutely.
There's one batsman in our team called Ankit, and Parag favors him every match, even though Ankit has not been amongst the runs. In the entire 6 matches that he's played, or 7 matches that, including the super over, he's not been as consistent as we would like him to be. But Parag insists that we open with the batting with him, because short format. Nitin, you've played. You were the winners of. The TPL last season.
Yes.
I remember Nikhil hitting those crucial 6s. You've hit some crucial 6s. So I think that's the way you all play.
Absolutely. You need to play aggressive, because I totally agree with you what you said about Parag. You are not going to lose all these wickets in these 8 overs. And plus the batsman Ankit, which you are talking about, if you have confidence in your player and he's good, some or the other match is going to come good. That's the quality about good players. They'll deliver some time or the other.
I agree with that totally. And maybe it is that tomorrow we have a game tomorrow against the Bang Boys. So I hope that he comes good then.
Let's hope for the best. I mean, we have a clear example right in front of us. That's KT. He failed in a couple of matches, and you just saw what he did against. Against Samad Lions.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah, I mean, the way he came back, he scored, as far as I remember, I was commentating that game as well. He scored 29 runs or something of the last 4 deliveries. There was a no ball, of course, but the way he went after the bowling, that shows what a good player will always do. One or the other match, he's going to give you a match-winning innings.
And I think that is what everybody should adapt. They need to play a little more aggressive. Now, if you look at what Ricky Tigers did earlier today, they were the clear favourites to win it.
Absolutely. After restricting them to 59 only and chasing 60, they made a decent start as well. But I think that run out from Wahab in the 4th over changed things around. And then after that, to top it off, Sunny bowled a magnificent maiden over. I mean,
the first of its
kind. One of the very good batsmen in TPL and A category player. To keep him down to a maiden over, that is absolutely remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
We were Bunty and myself. We were talking about the entire match. We spoke throughout through that match. Nikhil joined us as well, and we always thought it is going to be a cakewalk for Ricky Tigers. Looking at the kind of batting, the depth that they have in batting, a clear 7 batsmen who can bat really well. So you just tend to put a lot of pressure on yourself when you're chasing a total or smaller total. You need to play a little more freely. You cannot curb your natural instinct of a batsman. So I mean, look at Sahib today. They went with that intent. They wanted to hit boundaries, and they got them. Look at this. So this is exactly what is required, and you need to play your natural game.
Absolutely right. Spot on, Akibai.
How are you, bro?
So 61, 5 to get.
So Bunty, this is just a formality now. The game is as good as over. The game is as good as over.
Absolutely. So today, Akibai, if you ask me, the winner in both the matches, I'll say, is the support, the 12th man, both Fairmont Falcons, and right now how Sahib, the team has been supporting them throughout. That's
Look-
been the major factor.
Look, Bunty, when every time we go into bat or we go into field, especially when we're fielding, the fielding side, remember one thing, it's 11 against the 2. There are 2 people out there batting, there are 11 fielding out there. So you need to make that much of noise. And if you're fortunate enough to get the kind of support that you get, teams are getting nowadays, they need to make that noise. They need to back their players, they need to back their team, no matter what the situation is.
And we saw what happened there for Fairmont Falcons. Turn it around. And now Sahib Rangers, who were looking down the barrel to qualify, they are on the verge of winning the quarterfinal.
Well played, well played. That's a single, that's a single. So a reverse sweep coming from Richie's bat.
That deserved more. Definitely deserved more.
So this has been a great journey for team Such Indians and Ricky Tigers. This was their first season in Tony Premier League, and they have done really well. Both the owners have done exceptionally well to reach the quarters in the very first season. A lot of teams have not been able to do that. So I think a whole lot of credit should go to the team owners, Roshan Sachdev and Bobby Marwa, for the kind of support they have given their team, and the kind of platform both the gentlemen have given their team. You know, they've been through a lot in terms of losing early matches and coming back strong. And this is victory for Team Sahib Rangers. What a victory this has been. This is brilliant for Team Sahib Rangers.
They walk into the semi-final, and the big wicket of Karan Tandon didn't come out to bat. So in the end, you could say it was comfortable. Very well done. Hard luck for the first time around, people.
Victory for Sahib Rangers. They win this match comfortably. The match